I'm Joe, the drummer.
I'm Mike, I play guitar and sing.
I'm Dan, I play lead triangle.
I'm Simon, I play bass.
Joe and I started 5 years ago, just playing together. I didn't know what I was doing. He had a lot of experience, but he was like my training wheels. And then after about a year, it was like, all right, I think we're ready to add some guys. And then Simon and I had been friends since high school, and so like 3 years before that. And then we got Dan and Simon around the same time, and yeah, we formed like Voltron. And then it took us like another 8 months before we even played a show. Our ambitions changed. At first it was just to play a show, and then it was like, whoa, maybe one day we'll play like the Horseshoe and Lee's Palace, and that became the big thing. And then
It just kind of gained momentum on its own, snowballed on its own.
yeah,
really.
every year our expectations were already sort of met, and new ones came, and then yeah, now it's like, now we just really want to tour with Guns N' Roses. We don't really think that we spend too much time thinking about like, gotta do this next, and we're usually focused on where we are.
Just year to year, it's just been growth, right? And that's the whole thing.
Yeah, first
getting better than the
make
year
a
before.
record,
Right.
get that record out, which took a couple tries, and we recorded a whole full length and then shelved it, and then recorded another one and then put that out, and yeah, that kind of sucked.
It was amazing. It was quite a long process because we had done it earlier in the year, and we were, at least I think I speak for all of us, saying we thought it would be around spring, but the process just took a little longer than we thought. Probably for the right reasons.
But then we got signed though.
Yeah, exactly.
We were gonna put out the record ourselves. We recorded it in 3 days, so it was like it was really cheap, really fast. It was generally us playing live off the floor with minimal overdubs, and it was just gonna be like a couple little 7-inch records we were gonna put out. And then our label, Culvert Music, they were like, "Fuck, we want to put out your whole thing as an EP." So we're like, "Oh, okay." And then that meant a longer timeline to kind of set it up properly, so that there was distribution and you know, it'd be in stores. Like, this is a new thing for us to actually see our album in HMVs, and
It feels very organized to be touring the album while it's out.
this next song is our only cover song. It's by Guns N' Roses. I'm kidding. It's not GNR. It's by Crystal Castles, called Alice Practice.
We're relatively young with Culvert, and the record's been out for 2 days, so we don't have any hindsight yet.
But so far they've been doing a great job. Like
absolutely.
Compared to when we put out our first record last summer, we didn't really know what we were doing, and it was just kind of on iTunes, and we were like, oh, I guess we should like play a show, eh?
Yeah.
Let's play a show. And then
the label
6
too.
months later, like, oh, we should probably make a video. Oh yeah. So we were a little bit lost, even though we knew we were supposed to do those things. We didn't really have a team around us cracking the whip and like taking care of a lot of that stuff. And whereas this time we have guys that are really, really organized, that are like
That's what I
bugging
mean.
us.
The
and-
album being out.
Oh yeah,
the album
and all the
touring.
other steps and things. I mean, yeah, there's.
They help shepherd us along a little bit.
And
Yeah,
at
they work
first,
their butts off on all the stuff that we would rather not be doing, because we'd rather just be playing songs. We were hard workers anyways though. Before we weren't like, hey, what's going on, bro? Like we weren't.
It makes
a
it
stoner
feel
band, but-
like all the work we put in is worth it. Now
we seem like,
continue with that with a team. It should grow. It should
yeah, we've assembled quite a good management team and like just support team, and it's almost like you don't want to let them down, and you just want to keep improving yourself. So
The fact that there's all these people who kind of like
Care
have a
about us.
stake now, it was kind of weird to get used to the idea that there's all these other people that would give a fuck enough to actually work our stuff, like publicist, booking agent, radio promoter, and so on, and label manager.
Especially in the beginning, we didn't even know if it would be something anybody would be into. It was literally just like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
well, that EP that we released last year, I mean, we didn't know what to expect, and
totally.
we got quite a lot out of it.
Totally.
Very pleasantly surprised. So
Got on the radio, eh?
yeah.
I think the label's beneficial, at least so far.
Oh yeah.
So far.
All kinds of legwork that.
You hear that,
couldn't even
Culver?
dream.
Don't
So
fuck it
far,
up.
Yeah. Don't rape us at the end.
That's such a
That
strong
word I knew was
Sorry.
gonna come up at some point.
Don't
Don't ruin it for us.
Don't pilfer us.
It's called 80s radio hit.
You want it all the time, we're reaching, and just got a little bit. Fill the hole with all your own time, so she just talks you when I can. You reach for it all, you reach and you fall, you reach but you're not close to yourself. Yeah, that says more, says it's a door, oh, and it's empty. Yeah, the pipe that she lost, it's her own name, what's up? Some say getting old is easy, some say you're not scared. They don't know that I'm no mistakes here, and I think it's out of here. You reach for it all, you reach and you fall, you reach for it after the pain. Let's just spend time, sense is a fire. You're dead to pieces, I'm liberated. Feel the heart, as you lost it, is your own name. Watch the line, watch it. Take it out, let it go. Never mind all the signs of change. Feel the heart, as you lost it, is your own name. Watch the line, watch it. Take it out, let it go. Never mind all the signs of change. You reach for it all, you reach and you fall. You reach but you're not what you sound. The rest is more, chances of your already dead to me. Yeah, we might, she lost it, it's her own name. Watch that, never mind, watch it. Take it out, let it go. Never mind all the signs of change. Yeah, we might, she lost it, it's her own name. Watch that, never mind, watch it. Take it out, let it go. Never mind all the time to kill yourself.
You rowdy motherfuckers, settle down.